Hey folks, this is Riker, bringing you some commentated gameplay footage of the new Whirlwind Barbarian, as seen in the latest public test realm build of the 2.2 upcoming patch. Now what we'll be looking at specifically are 3 variations of the Whirlwind build based on 3 different sets. The new Wrath of the Waste set, the old Immortal King set, and the old Bolcathos set, which is now finally worth a damn. In this week's 2.2 patch update, Bolcathos, Immortal King, and Wrath of the Wastes have all been reworked. Bolcathos is now the ultimate Whirlwind set. If you wield both Bolcathos weapons, the 2 set bonus you get is 10 additional Fury generation per second, and 30% increased attack speed and movement speed while whirlwinding. All 3 of the builds that I'm going to show you use the Bolcathos set. The differences will be that one build uses strictly IK, another build uses strictly Wrath of the Wastes, and the second build uses a combination of both. So this first build that you're looking at right here, this is pure Wrath of the Wastes. I'm making use of the legendary belt Chillanex Chain in order to give me some additional move speed while I Warcry, and I'm using the Cold Rune on Whirlwind in order to suck in enemies.
I like to think the world is safer now. I will not be denied.
As you can see, the clear speed is really good in a Torment 6 Rift. While the Rift Guardian does slow me down somewhat, overall you can see that this was a 3-minute Rift. And important to note is that this was a cold run. I didn't record 10 of these and pick my best one. This was my very first Rift that I recorded, and my very first time playing this build. So 3 minutes, without any practice with this build, with suboptimal gear, and probably suboptimal skills. I'm sure there's ways to refine this build a little more, in order to make it go even faster. Now the next variation we're going to use is still mostly Wrath of the Wastes, but we're going to take the 2-piece bonus from Immortal Kings. We're swapping out Chillanex Chain, combining that with the IK gloves, in order to allow Ancients to last until they die. This is because, in this case, I wanted to ensure 100% uptime on Whirlwind without ever running out of resource. So the rune that I used on Call of the Ancients is the one that gives you back Fury anytime they deal damage. Now let's talk a bit about the new Wrath of the Waste set. This was originally conceived as a Rend Whirlwind Barb, and while it still sort of is, it really is mostly a Whirlwind Barb. The 2-piece bonus has been changed to increasing the damage of Rend by 500% and its duration to 15 seconds. But that's the only Rend stuff you're going to see in this set now. The new 4-piece bonus makes you take 40% less damage while you're whirlwinding, and the new 6-piece bonus gives Whirlwind the effect of Dust Devils, which is why you're seeing all these tornadoes shoot out of me, and it increases the damage of those Dust Devils to 2,500% weapon damage. Now those Dust Devils are physical damage, and the rune that I have selected right now on Whirlwind is the Cold Rune, and again the reason for that was that I wanted to be able to suck in the enemies, hoping that would help with the speed clearing of T6, but you would definitely be doing more damage with a single element. In other words, if you would use a physical rune on Whirlwind. In particular, you can go with the one that gives you some degree of life leech on a critical hit. This way you're not being redundant with Dust Devils, because from my very limited testing, they don't stack. If you take the Dust Devils rune on Whirlwind, I don't think it doubles up the Dust Devils. But again, I could be wrong about that. That was just based on a very quick observation. Now, as for this last build that we're going to show you, this is pure IK, no more Wrath of the Wastes, and I'm also showing that we are using a Skull Grasp. This has been in all 3 builds, in fact, which increases your whirlwind damage by 400 to 500%. But we're also using now the Hexing Pants of Mr. Yan. That could have been used in Wrath of the Wastes as well, but the Hexing Pants are basically the Whirlwind Pants. While you're moving, you generate more resource and you deal more damage. It's pretty straightforward. I just didn't have the set pieces that I needed in order to equip the pants in my Wrath of the Waste build, but the funny part is that IK is not at all conceived to be an Infinite Whirlwind set. It's supposed to be an Infinite Wrath of the Berserker set, and it is. The new IK set bonus, again the 2-piece, makes your Ancients last until they die. The new 4-piece reduces the cooldown of Wrath of the Berserker and Call of the Ancients by 3 seconds for every 10 Fury you spend with an attack. And the new 6 set bonus makes you deal 500% increased damage to all your skills when you have both Call of the Ancients and Wrath of the Berserker active. Now again, what you're seeing right now is my very first Rift with this build. I had 0 practice time, so you can see that I'm missing my timings on maintaining 100% uptime on Wrath of the Berserker. But really, if you use the numpad trick, or are just really good with your timing, you can maintain 100% uptime. This is user error and not an issue with the set or the build. And I think one thing that we can see is that the IK build is the clear winner when it comes to the Whirlwind builds. Champion packs die almost instantly as long as I have Wrath of the Berserker up. And you're going to see when we get to the Rift Guardian how much faster he's going to die relative to Wrath of the Wastes. And one thing to bear in mind here that's very important is that while I'm doing these rifts solo, I have someone else in the game with me, and he's not helping. So I don't have my Templar helping with Fury generation. Instead, all I have is more difficult enemies. So this isn't just a T6 speed rift, this is a T6 speed rift with some serious handicaps, and we're still clearing in 3 minutes, again, with suboptimal gear, with no Templar to help, no allies to help, more difficult enemies, arguably suboptimal build, and 0 practice, and we're doing 3 minutes. I can guarantee you that with some practice and with some optimization, you can be doing 2 minutes or less. All this to say that the Infinite Whirlwind Barb and even the Infinite Wrath of the Berserker Barb is back in a big way. And one thing that might not come through in this gameplay video is how fun this is. All 3 builds are equally fun, but the IK build, the IK Whirlwind, clearly kills champion packs faster. So I'm actually very happy with the changes made to both of these sets. These are definitely T6 viable, and I can definitely see these brought into the T6 Speed Rift endgame meta. Now that said, I do have my concerns about Wrath of the Wastes, which is supposed to be the better Whirlwind set, I'm given to understand, but it doesn't seem to quite be doing that, and that might be simply because I'm not taking advantage of Rend as much as I should be. I don't know, but my preliminary results are that both of these are terrific. IK is just terrificer. That wraps up this video. Check back in the future for more gameplay videos showcasing the new sets coming in 2.2. Check out these other videos, and if you enjoyed this one, share with friends, leave a comment, hit like, and subscribe to join Riker's Raiders.